Causes of World War I. Although the assassination of Austrian Archduke Franz Ferdinand that led to the outbreak of World War I in August 1914, the actual causes of the war were more complicated and not confined to a single cause. Alliances. An alliance is an agreement made between two or more countries to give each other help if it is needed. When an alliance is signed, those countries become known as allies. A number of alliances had been signed by countries between the year 1879 and 1914. These were important because they meant that some countries had no option but to declare war if one of their allies declared war first. Imperialism. Imperialism is when a country takes over new lands or countries and makes them subject to their rule. By 1900, the British Empire extended over 5 continents, and France had control of large areas of Africa. The amounts of lands owned by Britain and France increased the rivalry with Germany, who had entered the scramble to acquire colonies late and only had small areas of Africa. Militarism. Militarism means that the army and military forces are given a high profile by the government. The growing European divide that had led to an arms race between the main countries. The armies of both France and Germany had more than doubled between 1870 and 1914, and there was a fierce competition between Britain and Germany for mastery of the seas. The British had introduced the dreadnought, an effective battleship, in 1906. The Germans soon followed suit, introducing their own battleships. The German von Schlieffen also drew up a plan of action that involving attacking France through Belgium if Russia made an attack on Germany. Nationalism. Nationalism means being a strong supporter of the rights and interests of one's country. The Congress of Vienna, held after the Napoleonic Wars, left both Germany and Italy as divided states. It was nationalism that reunification of Italy in 1861 and Germany in 1871. France was angry because the settlement at the end of the Franco-Prussian War had given Alsace-Lorraine to Germany. Large areas of both Austria, Hungary, and Serbia were home to different nationalist groups, all of whom wanted freedom from the states in which they lived. Crisis, the Moroccan crisis. In 1904, Morocco had been given to France by Britain, but the Moroccans wanted independence and were supported by Germany. War was avoided, but in 1911, the Germans were again protesting against French possession of Morocco. Britain supported France, and Germany was persuaded to back down for part of the French Congo. The Bosnian crisis. In 1908, Austria-Hungary took over Bosnia. This angered Serbians who felt the province should be theirs. Serbia threatened Austria-Hungary with war. Russia, allied with Serbia, mobilized its forces. Germany, allied to Austria-Hungary, mobilized its forces and prepared to threaten Russia. War was avoided when Russia backed down. In 1911 and 1912, there was a war in the Balkans when the Balkan states took over Turkey, or states drove Turkey out of the area. The states then fought each other over which area should belong to the which state. Austria-Hungary intervened and forced Serbia to give up land. Tensions between Serbia and Austria-Hungary was high. Question 1. What is it meant by the term alliance? 2. Which countries are allied by the Triple Alliance? 3. Which countries are allied by the Triple Entente? 4. Why was Germany annoyed by imperialism? 5. Which armies had increased in size between 1870 and 1914? 6. Why were the two crises important factors?